Alrighty, what is up guys, it's GGYoshi here, and today we've got some Advanced Warfare zombies, which is weird because Black Ops 3 is out. Well, let me guys tell you a little bit of a story. I ordered the Black Ops 3 Hardened Edition, and if you guys don't know, there was a limited supply of this Hardened Edition. Well, just so turns out that there was such a limited supply, my Black Ops 3 didn't come in yet, so I'm not getting it until later this week, estimated to come out on November 12th, actually. So, that's kind of sad, but it did give me time to do other things besides play that game. And one of those was make this. So this is going to be a story about, you guys might have heard me say Black Ops means a lot to me. It's a big part of me. And zombies is a giant thing to me. And if you guys don't know why, well, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. So, if you hear the sound of shuffling papers in the background, sorry, because this was a lot of stuff, so I had to write it down to make sure I didn't forget anything. But, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. So if you're ready for story time with GGYoshi, here we go. So, this story is going to begin in 2010. Young Evan, also known as GGYoshi, did something that changed his life forever. So, a long time ago, my best friend, he was having a birthday party, and we were going to go to his house, a bunch of kids. We were going to sleep over, have a great time, and we were going to play some video games on his newly bought Xbox 360. The thing is, though, we were going to be playing shooter games such as MW3 and Halo Reach, which, since I was young, and, I grew up in a kind of non-violent, peaceful family, my mom didn't really believe in those games, which was a fine thing. I mean, I can understand her reasoning behind it. But, so, I decided to ask for my mom's permission to be able to play Modern Warfare 3 and Halo Reach at my friend's house. And, actually, to my surprise, she gave me the permission. So, we were able to have a great time. We played custom matches, time after time, hour after hour, all night. We played Halo Reach, which is arguably the best Halo game ever created. It's definitely my favorite. Some people think Halo 3 or Halo 2 might be the best. I think those are ones that other people like. And I might be biased because I've never played those, but we're not talking about Halo. Let's just keep moving on. And during all this, we listened to the Beatles, which is kind of funny. My friend was a giant Beatles fan, so we listened to the Beatles during this whole entire thing. So yeah, shout out to the Beatles. But Evan, young Evan, after this, realized that he wanted an Xbox 360 because he had so much fun at this party. I should stop talking in third person, that's so weird. So, I bought one. And the first two games I got, because I wasn't really able to get non-violent games, were Madden 11, because the Saints, my favorite football team, had just recently won the Super Bowl, and Test Drive Unlimited 2, because my friend, Brett, who I went to the party, he was very into car games, so he had that game, and I wanted to be able to play something with him. So that's what I did. So, after this, I made my first username, Elmo345. Now, the reasoning behind this was, me and my friends were in this thing called the Boss Club, and, we were all named after Sesame Street characters. So, get ready for this. My name was Elmo345. Brendan, he was Kermit. Brett was Cookie Monster. Josue was Grover, who you guys don't know. My brother was Big Bird, and LaForge, who you all know and love, Matt, he was Gonzo. So, after 2 years of playing, in 2012, I was subscribed to Game Informer, of course, because I love video games, and I saw, that there were starting to be a lot of things about Black Ops 2. So, of course, I started bugging my mom to see if she would allow me to get the game, and she kept refusing over and over, and I just couldn't make her budge. So I had, kind of given up. I was like, whatever, I'm fine with playing TDU2, Madden 11, Minecraft, the rated T and below games I had. She did let me play Halo, which was kind of weird. I had that, but no Call of Duty. But one day at lunch with my friends, my mom came out. So my 7th grade year was middle school because that's how it works where I live, and instead of 6th grade, because I know some places it's 6th grade is middle school. But yeah, 7th grade is middle school, and my mom was actually the school counselor where I went. So me and my friends were out eating lunch, and she came out to talk to us. And it was really funny because, like I said, she wasn't into all the violent stuff. So it was really funny when she walked out, and Josh didn't see her, so he kind of said a curse word, and it was funny seeing her chew him out. But she handed me a receipt, and on this receipt, it was kind of like, all right, why are you handing me a receipt? But it said on it, pre-order for Black Ops 2, and I was really confused at first. And then I looked up, and she was just smiling at me, and I was like, no way, she's actually gonna let me get this. So I was super, super happy. So once Black Ops 2 came out, of course, me and my friends just immediately jumped into it. And, we started playing multiplayer, but then Brendan was like, hey, Evan, let's go play this thing called Zombies. And I was like, alright, I'll do it. Sounds cool. And I fell in love. I bought the season pass because I thought, hey, more zombies maps, the more happier I am. Also, you get more multiplayer maps and that beastly gun, the Peacekeeper, which I didn't know about at the time, but did end up getting it. And from this, which is the main part of the story, countless jokes and good times came out of it. So here's the first paper shuffle. So these are the Galvanuckles, because when the game first came out, no one knew how to pronounce Galvanuckles because we were young and retarded. So we said Galvanuckles, and it kind of stuck. Also, everybody always teased me because I thought that using the M14, the wall weapon on town, and just pack punching that in training, in solo for high rounds was a good tactic. And I still do think it's a good tactic, but other people will argue. Also, something hilarious, I used to always steal that gifted Blundergat from my friend Kevin. We would say we'd take turns. He'd get it one game and I'd get it the next, but I'd always just throw the tomahawks at the skulls and get it when he didn't know. And he'd catch on halfway through, but by that time it was too late. Brendan used to go crazy when he'd get the Galil out of the box. He would like, oh my god, Galil! In his little, all of our premature high-pitched screams sounded like a giant squeal. The Galil squeal. I guess that's what we can call it. Let's coin it that. But yeah, also, speaking of the mystery box, I rarely bought anything out of the mystery box until the game you're watching right now, Advanced Warfare. True story. I used to only run wall weapons because ammo was more reliable, so I thought more ammo, the better, which is why I used to use the M14 in town. And yeah, my friend Wyatt, who you guys don't know, always complained about having the wind staff because it had no ammo, even though it was the most powerful in the game. It had less ammo, I mean, to counterbalance it, but he complained. Some... Oh. Oh man, this is another funny one. So Josue decided to coin the term Bumblebee for the little Panzer, Fanzer, Danzer, Frost, Jax, Jon Snow, whatever they were called in Origins, and the big ones were called Optimus Prime, and that kind of just stuck. And, you can't forget the summer when me, Josue, Wyatt, and Matt played day in and day out Origins. That's what we played, just all the time. AN-94 was my bae, or my favorite gun, and every single time we played Die Rise, I would pick it up. Every single time, never failed. I would always pick it up. And speaking of Die Rise, we used to have this thing where we'd train on the very top of the building with the dragon. Well, we wouldn't train, we'd hold off there. And me and Matt came up with this thing called the Quest for Speed Cola, which was just a name for jumping off of that roof onto the original starting area, grabbing Speed Cola and making the trek all the way from there back to the top of the roof, which is pretty much the whole entire map. So that's something that kind of just stuck. We used to say that as a little fun thing, like, hey, ready to do the Quest for Speed Cola? And then we just take off. Lastly, there's one that's stuck and that we still use today. When we'd get the hammer out of the box, which was arguably one of the, well, no, not, it's arguably the best, but it's definitely one of the best guns in Black Ops 2 Zombies. And when we used to get it and go ham with it, we would call it going hammer bammer. And that kind of stuck. I say that all the time still today if I go ham with anything. But I'm like, hey, going hammer bammer, you know, it's just a little thing me and my friends say. So all of this happened, and you know, it was a great fun time. We had countless memories, and but of course every good thing must come to an end. I had to sell my 360 to be able to afford a PS4, and I later got sad realizing Xbox One would get Black Ops 3 DLC before PS4, because that's how it's worked in the past. But yeah, or not Black Ops 3, but whatever Treyarch game was to come. However, when me and my friend were watching E3, Black Ops 3 was revealed to the public during Sony's conference. So I was like, what? That was the #1 best thing I've ever heard in my life, because being able to get the DLC first is amazing. Like, that, what I'm talking about, that summer of me and my friends playing Origins, like all summer, like, we played for so long, and PS3 didn't even have the game yet. I mean, have the map yet. So it's like so horrible to think that we would have to wait months for that stuff, but we don't, because it's going to be coming to PS4. But this is how my Black Ops 2 story ends. When Black Ops 3 comes out, Zombies is going to start again. A new journey, new experiences, new adventures, new maps, new guns. My handwriting is horrible. But with every ending, there's a new beginning. Black Ops 2 was, and may always be, my favorite game ever. But Black Ops 3, I'm hoping, isn't here to disappoint. It's coming, and it's going to be here to stay. So, you know, Black Ops 2 was, like I just said, and will forever probably be my favorite game because of Zombies. I just fell in love with it, and the countless memories I've had in it just make it stand out that much more. And, you know, this is why Black Ops 3 Zombies means so much to me. This is why I can't wait for it to come out. So, I mean, Zombies is a giant part of my life, and it's going to become a giant part of my channel, just because that's what I'm passionate about. So if you guys are ready for Black Ops 3 Zombies on the GGYoshi channel, guys, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like on this video, make sure that you're ready, because once that game is in my hands, it's going to be all zombies. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, this little story about why zombies mean so much to me, and why I absolutely love it. But I hope that you guys are ready for more of this, for more zombies in the future. And yeah, this has been GGYoshi, and with that, I'm gonna get out of here. So yeah, zombies, let's do it.